concepts seminar. This is going to be an amazing time. How many of you guys are excited about being here?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. You guys, we have some really good talent lined up for you. There's going to be some really good people here that are going to give you advice, tips, and tricks to really perfecting and pushing your level in terms of becoming a concept artist. So we have 2 days of amazing concept artists, and we have some awesome sponsors actually that are helping put this thing together. One of them is Tofu Girls, and if you guys don't know what Tofu Girls is, Tofu Girls is actually a girls merchandise clothing company. And Red Engine, how many of you guys have heard of Red Engine? Red Engine is an awesome school. They're helping sponsor this as well. Jim Park and Steve Jung will be here a little bit later. And illustration.org, if you guys haven't been to that site, how many of you guys have actually been on illustration.org? It's a great resource for artists, concept artists, illustrators, animators. It's just a resource for students about events that are happening in Southern California and outside of Southern California, as well as things going on globally. So I want to introduce our first speaker. Brian Yam. He is an amazing concept artist. I actually had the privilege of having him teach at my school for a short time. But Brian Yam has worked at several studios. He started at Insomniac, working on Ratchet and Clank. How many of you guys remember that awesome game? He also worked on Resistance in the Fall of Man, and also I think any other games at Insomniac?
Pretty much whatever Insomniac has to do over the last 5 years.
Cool, cool. And then from there, I believe he went to Imaji to work on Gotcha Man, and then he moved to Disney Imagemovers. And
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog, sorry. So he worked on Uncharted 2, and then from there he went to Imagemovers to work on Mars's Moms, or
Actually, the Yellow Submarine.
Yellow Submarine, which we won't probably see. We may see, who knows. And then after that, he has moved back to California at Spark Unlimited, where he's working on a project that has yet to be announced. Top secret, but it's a really cool project, guys. So, but without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to Brian Yam.
Thanks for coming in this morning. It's I know it's early, 9:30. I'm usually asleep at this time, but glad to be here, and I'm going to show you 10 things that will hopefully aid you in pursuing a career in concept art. I think it was really kind of damaged it. Well, maybe I could just move it. It feels nasal. Can you hear me? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. Kind of technical difficulties. So what I'm going to talk about today are the 10 tips that will help you pursue a career in concept art. And for those of you who are already in concept art, hopefully these 10 tips will help you enhance your career further. So the agenda today that I will be going through is I'll be giving a brief introduction and background about my career as a concept artist, how I got in, and why I did it. And then we'll do the 10 tips, and after we do the 10 tips, probably up to point number 5 or 6, I'll do a short demo on how to get started on a composition that is solid enough so you can take a painting to finish. And then we'll finish off with the last 4 points, and then last 15 minutes we'll have a Q&A. So is that cool? Yeah. Okay. So how many of you are in the profession already, and or graduate, or just about to graduate from school? That's quite quite a few of you, so that's great. So what I want to talk about, first of all, is an introduction about how I started. And first off, I never really intended to envision myself to be here, standing in front of you, talking today, because I was, before I was into the whole art scene, commercial art scene, I was studying to become a doctor and a scientist. Something that was encouraged by my parents, being that having a serious career back in the day was to be either a lawyer, a scientist, or whatever profession that was considered safe and somewhat acceptable by society. So art wasn't a really serious career at the time. This was over 10 years ago. So at that time, I kind of gave up the thought of pursuing a career in any form of art. And at that time, I never thought there would be any serious viable careers in the concept art world. However, I did love growing up, watching Star Wars, playing video games, and it's always in the back of my mind where someone has to create this kind of stuff. Has to create the movie. How are these things magically appear? There are magical elves that kind of draw stuff in a video game or something? No. So I was little, but then I was always encouraged to pursue a more serious career. So about the time when I got to college, I was doing art classes while I was doing my biology major. And at the time, it's really fun. It's a fun thing, yeah. It's cool. But I always had the notion of being an artist was to be a starving artist. Seeing a movie, paint on a wall on canvas, and create that simplified painting. So, but later on, as I graduated, as I continued working in the biotech industry, there's this new magazines that came out, which had an article, do you want to become an artist? And I started looking into research on that. And sure enough, there were schools that actually taught us stuff. So, wow, I want to try some classes. So at that point, I worked in the biotech industry. I actually started dreading it, and that would confirm my fears that this is not what I want to do. So I started taking classes part-time. I was working full-time at a community college. So upon graduating, upon taking the classes at the community college, I just fell in love with art because that's something that's fun and didn't feel like work at all. And it's something that really, for me at least, it's something that's I felt really passionate about and something that I want to do more. So for most of you who want to get into this, you guys want to really think about when you go into this field, you really have to have a love of doing art. So fast forward, so I took, after I finished 2 semesters at the community college at the Art Center, and that's when I started my illustration major. So I went there for 4 years, graduated in illustration, minor in entertainment design. 4 months after graduating, didn't have any luck finding a job because that was after 9/11, really hard economically. So I was about to apply to Costco to make ends meet. And Insomniac called me up and said, hey, we really want to take a look at the work and consider hiring you. And for the first 2 years, I was hired as a environment artist / concept artist because it didn't really have a concept on it. So I was doing, I learned my 3D. I was trained in 3D in Insomniac. I had very little experience, and one of the reasons they told me that they hired me was because during on the test they gave me, I sent in these little sketches of what was going to go to 3D. And they were actually kind of impressed by the sketches. They said, you might have potential. So why don't we train you in 3D and just I did that for about 2 years, knowing levels, learned my 3D minor, learned how texture, and it became very useful. And as I will show you later on, how it helped me become a better concept artist. So after when Resistance started developing, I became a full-time concept artist, and I've been doing concept art ever since then. One is because Insomniac determined that I wasn't really good at 3D, and I was really sloppy with my meshes, so I was like, okay, you're doing concept art, you're probably better at doing that. So it's a good thing, that's what I want to do. So ever since then, I kind of made my career doing video development and concept design. And then shortly after, I wanted to diddle my hands in film animation. So I found out that Imaji was doing a gotcha animation at the time. And gotcha was something that I really grew up with. When I was a kid, I used to watch it every day after school. So afterwards, after 5 years, I decided to leave Insomniac and pursue film animation and Imaji. But shortly after, the company shut down, and I went through the first layoff 5 months after. And I did freelance for a couple of months. And then Tom contacted me and said, hey, Brian, I'm looking for a concept artist. And oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And got to meet the team, and we went well, and something turned out trying to, which is a really, really good project. Something really different. The way they operate is that they really, people are really cool. And there's not too much corporate hierarchy. So artists can be, have more freedom to really. And then afterwards, my family and I decided to move up to the Bay Area. And I forgot to mention in the very beginning, I'm from the Bay Area. I went to Zemeckis Imagemovers. So I went back. My family and I decided to go back to the Bay Area because it's quite good to be close with family, so I went back there. And then at the same time, Disney Imagemovers called, and Doug Chang, who was running there. And Doug Chang is one of those guys that was a big, big influence on actually helping, a big influence on getting me into this field in the first place, and to be offered an opportunity to work with a guy like that. That's something that's an opportunity of a lifetime. So the decision was a really hard one. I didn't want to leave LA because LA was more of a home for me at that point. I was there for about 10 years, and to leave was really hard. But then also to be closer to family and to have this amazing opportunity to work up there with a really talented team that does it simple. That was hard to do. So I did that. And 3 months later, Disney decided to shut down the studio in the year. So that was a big shocker, and kind of threw everything around. So I had about maybe 7 to 8 months left for my end date of the Bay Area. So during that time, I had an amazing opportunity to work with a lot of talented artists while I was up there. And I definitely learned a lot. So as you can see, after Insomniac, my career, I've been moving to a lot of different places in a year and a half or so. And that way, it was a really good experience in hindsight because it gave me a lot of different perspectives on how each company operates, and also in terms of networking, it gave me a lot of opportunity to meet a lot of different people from different backgrounds and experiences. So how that ties into today is I want to share some of those experiences with you in helping you pursue what you wanted to talk about 10 survival tips in concept design. Now, why did I name this survival tips? Well, because concept design is a very competitive field. It's something that's more of a niche field than the whole commercial arts field. And each company doesn't have that many concept designers. There's only maybe a small team of 5. I think Imagemovers was probably the biggest concept team I've ever worked in, which consisted of about 30 concept designers. Very unique place, but I'd say most of the studios, probably 5 or 6 at the most, especially in gaming, film, film animation, it's about 5 to 6, and sometimes 10, depending on which studio they're at. Disney probably has a much bigger team. So survival tips, why is it survival? Because especially with now the economy, and I'm not here to kind of paint a bad picture, but the economy and the job market and everything now, things are pretty gloomy out there right now, and a lot of companies that are shut down, a lot of companies that are closing. People are getting a little bit more tighter with budgets, so they can't really hire as many people. So they're really looking for people who are really solid in their foundational skills, experience, and also mostly they're not looking for a lot of experienced people. So this is the reality of it. And when you guys go out there, really, you guys have to have a really strong portfolio. And also, while you're in school, I would encourage you to see if any companies that you apply for have any internships available. Because internships is a good way to get you to network with people that are already in. So when you graduate, then they have a good idea of how you are and how you work. And the better they know you, the easier you are to work with, then you'll most likely be able to do it. So let's go over the 10 survival tips, the 10 tips. Number 1, strong foundation. So you've probably heard this over and over again in school. Okay? When you're taking classes, a lot of teachers repeat this over and over, strong foundation. And you've heard it many times because, it's probably true that it works. Without strong foundation, you are not able to communicate effectively on how you design your concept, how you're going to communicate your concepts. In terms of as a role for a concept artist, your role is to deliver inspiring images for a project or a pitch, which the creative director or the company wants to pursue. Usually they provide a brief for you, and as a concept artist, your role is to really take that information and give it life. Give it life, meaning give it a visual film. Give like an inspiring image so that they can find people when you pitch it, and that's what's going to be. So you guys have a very important role in determining how this project will go. So strong foundation, what consists of that? What consists of the strong foundation? So for me, I always start with, when I start with any design, I always think about shape and silhouettes. And we take a lot of information. It's a lot of information, and I'll probably just go over it. But silhouettes, silhouettes and their use cases. Silhouettes are very important because something that you see first read. For example, when you look at something from a distance, the first thing you see is overall shape. So when you look at different shapes, outside in real life to imagine, we want to start with a design that has a really unique shape. It's got two glands. So you have unique shapes that's not too bland and not too fluffy, that conforms with scale, real life scale. Which is why when you go up there, you look at an object, think of it like this speaker, for example. Has a very interesting silhouette. So you have your main speaker, and you have different proportions of different shapes. So when you design something, you want to get that down. You want to get that really strong silhouette in the first pass. Don't worry about Start with abstract forms. And in order to test the shape, see if it works, we want to zoom it out to this big amount and see if it still leads to the flow. If it doesn't, it still looks really plain geometric, and go ahead and keep looking at it until you get something that's right. And the shapes could be either very aggressive meaning very pointy shapes, or really friendly shapes, more round like this. So these are for ratchet. So the type of silhouette will determine if it's friendly or aggressive or dangerous. So that's something that you want to keep in mind when you do that. So that's the very first thing when you start designing anything, environments, props, So again, applying real world shapes to imagine design. Now, why do you want to apply real world shapes to imagine design? Anyone give an answer?
Because the mind can identify it easier.
Okay. That's right. Because the mind can identify it easier, and also people who are not specifically artists can relate to it. Because we see these objects every day. So as soon as we put some reference of a real object that we see every day onto a design that we made up, whether it's a sci-fi vehicle or sci-fi building, people will get that. Because, for example, if you put a scaffolding on a spaceship or something, people will instantly get the scale of how big that ship is. Because you see this thing every day when you're driving down the freeway. You see a ship, it's like, oh, okay, well, how big that object is. So the more you study on real-world shapes, and then later on you incorporate it back into design, the more believability that you can achieve. So these are the shapes that I did for the Resistance 2. Have you guys read Resistance 2? These are the first initial thumbnails of the mothership that flies over to Bay Ridge, San Francisco. And here, I did a lot of studies on different ships initially. I didn't have a lot of success because I was looking at other ships, mainly Star Wars and Star Trek. So my first initial shapes were really weak because people who saw it said, oh, that's from Star Trek, or that's from Star Wars. So really had a frustrating time. So what I did was I took some natural shapes, like rocks, and also took some organic shapes from creatures, arthropods, shellfish, crabs. And because the description for energy was really aggressive and kind of semi-organic, so I kind of combined those two here and came up with these shapes over here. And this is just a silhouette stage. And later on, once I got to a nice shape that everyone likes, went on to the insert a kind of a loose sketch. And the loose sketch here is has more information, and you can tell in the loose sketch how the forms relate to each other. And modelers can use this drawing right here to do a rough approximation of how the model in game look like. But again, keep in mind that you want to keep the dominant silhouette, keep the same silhouette inside, but what you're doing in this stage is you're filling out the details that have this black space. So the question is, do I have to start with this black silhouette on time? No. You just start with a loose sketch, which way you do it. So we start with this. It really depends on what you want to do the art director, or what the art director will ask for. Silhouettes are very effective for me. I use silhouettes to design something that I can't really see. I'm doing something in the game, like a weapon, that I can't really see the detail, but I only see the shape, and I start with a black silhouette. If I'm doing something more detailed, like this environment, the tower that I'm actually going to go out to, maybe I'll start with a quick silhouette, and then I'll do a quick sketch, quick thumbnail of this. And I'll have, I'll do some photo reference on what I'm thinking about. This is from my passion. Okay, so back to the ship again. So this is how I started the initial sketch. Very loose. It doesn't have to be pretty, but all the essential components are there. So rough ideas and sketches. So here I got an anglerfish, the mouth, and then a top peak for his dorsal fin. So something that implies a very strong structure of the cell. And it ended up worked out something kind of unique you never really seen. And also when you jot down ideas that come to your head, whether you're driving from work and stuff, driving home, or taking a walk somewhere, and a thought comes to your head after you go home, write down the ideas and write them on a list. So that way you have a good list of descriptions, vocabulary words that you can use to come up with concepts in your mind. Because you're going to forget what you think. It's how you operate urban. Okay, so sketches again. For environments, building the initial sketch first. So before I start environment, I usually use thumbnails. And usually the art director will ask for a thumbnail to see if the composition works for the end game or the movie, or they approve on to the next stage. So again, keep it loose, and you're not thinking